What are Skinwalkers? What happens when you combine the worst of humanity and the strength and speed of some of the most terrifying predators the forest has to offer? You get the sinister shapeshifters known as Skinwalkers. The Navajo people spoke of Yinaldlushi, which roughly translates to, by means of it, it goes on all fours. Now, gaining information on these creatures is rather difficult. The natives believe that discussing skinwalkers will inevitably attract them. But here's what I could gather. Skinwalkers are essentially the Navajo equivalent to witches. Men and women that employ supernatural abilities to harm others. However, these nefarious natives have much more sinister intentions than merely riding broomsticks and stirring cauldrons. The Skinwalkers' chief ability is their power to transform to animals. The most common forms taken are coyote, owl, fox, wolf, or crow. According to legend, these malevolent magicians have to kill an animal and wear its hide to take its form, which might explain the rarity of bear-like skinwalkers, among other animals. The skinwalkers' abilities are not innate, but learned. Now, evil isn't a term I like to throw around when talking about cryptids or the paranormal. Most animals either don't have the capacity for it or are just as diverse in their morality as humans. Bigfoot can be just about anything, and there are numerous stories of them saving humans. I've even heard about the odd dog man helping someone in need, or at the very least peacefully observing. However, this is in no way the case with skinwalkers. To gain their power, they first have to murder a blood relative. They can be seen as kind of a Navajo equivalent to Faust, someone that sells their soul in exchange for great power and knowledge. Given that the skinwalkers are Navajos themselves, they typically stay pretty close to home, in what is known as the Four Corners area. For any of my non-American viewers, or anyone who's as bad at geography as I am, the Four Corners area is where Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico meet. They can typically be found around Native American reservations. Their transformations into other animals are typically described as imperfect, with their appearances seeming off, I guess you could say. This usually manifests as human eyes, backwards facing legs, or no tails. So this is the part of the video where I usually talk about possible explanations for whatever creature or phenomena I'm discussing. However, for once, I'm completely out of my depth. Skinwalkers aren't a flesh and blood creature like Bigfoot, a surviving dinosaur like Barungers or Thunderbirds, or even a form of alien or demon. If anyone is more knowledgeable than myself, please let me know in the comments.